Welcome back, Mystic Rebels, to your strategic headquarters for building a personal brand with cosmic intelligence. Today, we are stepping into the Sagittarius New Moon. This feels big, but it also feels like there are some higher standards required here. This isn't just reckless expansion, bigger for the sake of bigger. This is self-honoring. This is visionary. This is refined and intentional. So let's get into the archetype and the activation of this full moon. Sagittarius is the adventurer, the philosopher, and the wisdom seeker, the truth seeker. So under this new moon, we are going to want to think bigger, seek for the bigger vision, and go really grandiose. And Sagittarius also rules speaking, publishing, teaching, mentors, and writing. So all of you writers, poets, speakers, motivational speakers out there, this is going to be highly activating and compelling for you to be putting your voice and your message out there. It's going to become undeniable that you are designed to share your voice, to share your writing with the world. There is someone out there today who needs to see what you wrote in your journal. I've worked with a lot of writers, a lot of artists, and their first thought is always, no one cares, this doesn't matter, who's ever gonna read this? And then I watch them build something from zero to tens of thousands of followers, daily sales, viral success. So trust that whatever your form of artistry is coming through, there's someone out there who needs to see it. It might change someone's life. It might shift the whole trajectory of their life. Now, this new moon is in conjunction with Venus. So the themes of value, money, and magnetism are amplified. Venus is the planet of receiving and relating. And this is not, the cute aesthetic version of Venus. This is the wealth attractor and architect Venus. Venus requires you to fully embody in yourselves what you say you want before you get it. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You say you want to make 10K while you are still whispering about your offers. There's a dissonance right there. You say you want to grow your audience while you're afraid to post every single day, while you're shrinking your voice and your message. You say you want to earn more while you're afraid to raise your prices based on what everyone else in your industry is going to think about you. Sagittarius right here wants your bold, big declaration. It wants you to go big. It wants you to trust that you were created to make big things happen in the world. And Venus wants you to back it with your energy, with your frequency, and with your body. And Venus is going to show where you need higher standards. It's going to show you where you've been sacrificing your boundaries. It's been showing you where you've been discounting yourself, your services. It's going to show you how you still hesitate to be fully seen in your beauty and your brilliance. And now this lunation is ruled by Jupiter in Cancer, and it is in retrograde. Now this is such a beautiful, abundant ruler for this lunation. Trust that you can always go bigger because the universe does not have a budget. You can always ask for more because the universe is not on a budget. But Jupiter in Cancer right here asks you to examine, can your body really hold what you're asking for? If 10 new clients dropped into your DMs today, what would break? If one of your posts would go mad viral, hundreds of thousands, millions of views, could your body and your sense of worthiness really hold it? Are you expanding from truth or from a sense of, I need to prove myself, I need to prove that this works? Because the latter is not going to get you too far. Wanting expansion without internal safety, without internal peace, will always collapse. And this new moon right here, it's not going to let you build on shaky foundations, shaky belief systems, shaky belief paradigms, shaky nervous system practices, know that your internal sense of safety always comes first, and money, opportunities, and sales simply respond to that. All right, so let's look at the collective themes that this lunation activates for people who are growing personal brands and businesses. So number one, standards are the new strategy. This lunation is where you get to set the tone, where you get to upgrade what you tolerate in your business. Maybe you even write down for yourself, I am no longer tolerating fill in the blank. And I am the woman who fill in the blank. Think about your content, your pricing, and the caliber of client that you are inviting into your world. Does your content, do your offers really reflect what you say you want? Number two is message embodiment. There are people out there who are trying to sell you everything and anything. And in this day and age, nuance is power, because your content must match your story and your identity and who you're becoming, not just who you were 6 months ago. So if you notice that you're attracting clients who are saying that they cannot afford it, are you talking to people who are in the victim bus, who are in the struggle bus? Number three, check in with your body. How does your body feel like before you get on that sales call? How does your body feel like before you write that post, before you hit publish? How does your body feel like when you're crafting your offer? Because it should be filled with excitement. It should be filled with a sense of groundedness and safety, even though you're feeling a little bit edgy, a little bit excited. So always checking with your body first so that you can actually hold what you're asking for. All right, so here is where we get to shift your visibility and your brand presence. So ask yourself, what kind of identity am I being called to own for the next iteration of my business? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How do you walk into a room? How do you talk about your offers? What are you willing to stop entertaining in your business? And how can you declare your offers, your message, and your pricing with more conviction in your body? What would it look like? What would it sound like? What would you be doing if you believe that your work works wholeheartedly? And it's a whole other conversation if you do not believe wholeheartedly that your work works. Then you need to go out there, work with some people, get some experience, get those testimonials, get the proof under your belt so that you can be proud about the work that you're doing in the world. No amount of content, no amount of strategy can patch up your lack of self-trust and self-belief. So make it your full-time job to feel solid, to feel confident in the work that you're doing. Also knowing that confidence, it does not come before you take the action, it comes through the action. So I need you to stop waiting for the confidence to suddenly hit before you put yourself out there and get into the field. All right, let's get into the money moves. And remember, as always, if you don't watch this for your rising sign, you might not be watching it at all, because I create tailored, customized, channeled advice for your business, for your brand, for your visibility. This is not a cute general astro girly horoscope. This is tailored business and strategy advice, because there is a season in your business that you're in right now. And if you're ignoring the season that you're in right now, you're not getting the biggest ROI that you could be getting. So Aries rising, this new moon is happening in your 9th house. This is about speaking bigger. This is about teaching bigger. This is about launching bigger. So maybe it's time to launch that course or draft it and put in a wait list. Maybe it's time to start finally writing your book. Maybe it's time to start that podcast. It's time to think bigger and envision bigger, because you know, as an Aries rising, you were designed to do big, bold, unhinged things in the world. This is also about rewriting what you think you're capable for. Your new belief systems, your new thought patterns, they are the wealth portal. It's not the shiny strategy. It's not the new content hack. It's how much you believe in your work. The only difference between you and a 7 or an 8-figure business owner is simply the amount of self-belief that you have. Because a 7 or 8-figure business owner, they believe in themselves no matter what. Taurus rising, this new moon is happening in your 8th house. This is a new beginning around your relationship with finances. You might be starting something new, entering a new financial contract, entering a new era with your energy with business. So thinking about how you feel with your money is going to be of high importance in this season. You're going to be looking at how you handle debt. You're going to be examining how you look at money, how you circulate money, how you invest it, and how you hold it. This is about quantum money. This is not about the money that it's sitting in your bank account and that comes steadily into your bank account every single month. So say yes to deeper intimacy with yourself, with your unconscious, and with your finances, because you cannot transform what you don't have awareness around. So if there's something that you have been avoiding, debts, investments, a contract, look at it, get clear with it, and you'll have that weight lifted off of your shoulders so that you can move forward with your business with more clarity. And that space will be filled with new clients, new finances, and new opportunities. Gemini risings, this new moon is happening in your 7th house. So this cycle is going to set a new tone around your partnerships. Know that if you are doing business in solo mode, you are doing business in hard mode. The partnerships that you have in your business, whether that is your actual business partner, whether that is the person you're married to, whether that is your therapist, the quality of those relationships multiply your success. So we're looking at new standards around your partnerships, your marriage, the boundaries you have with your clients, communicating new prices, new standards to your one-on-one clients. When you are clear with your boundaries and what you can give in the partnership dynamic that you are in, it will attract in more aligned collaborators, clients, and opportunities, because people who are ready to pay for things, they value people who have strong boundaries, who know what they're doing and the value that they can bring to the table. Cancer rising, this new moon is a reset when it comes to your health habits and your workflows. So you'll be looking at your morning routine. You'll be looking at where you're doing busy work. Maybe it's time to just smash out some things that have been sitting at the back of your mind, at the back of the to-do list. We all have those. Put on some music, a Pomodoro timer, and just get that shit done. Know that your daily habits is the foundation of the wealth and the legacy you build. Because the legacy you build, it doesn't happen in one instant moment. It happens in the day-to-day actions that you do on a day-to-day basis. The actions that you do every single day that generate cash and move the needle. So really examine your business, examine how you spend your time, how you treat your body, what your workflows and routines are like on a day-to-day basis. Get clear on what does not align with your bigger vision and cut that out. Set a new standard with how you treat yourself, how you treat the people who work for you. Maybe you have contractors, maybe you have people who you have hired. This is also about them, because this is about the day-to-day actions that happen in your business, and your health and your wellness are also included in that. You get to set new standards for your workflows, for your health. Know that small structural shifts are actually what unlocks big wealth flow. Leo risings, this new moon is happening in your 5th house. So this is a new ignition when it comes to your creative expression. I can feel that there has been a part of your self-expression, your creativity that you have been stifling down because you thought that it couldn't make you money, it couldn't make you successful, or that people would not care. It's time to start putting your passion projects out there. It's time to start including your creativity into your brand. Know that people care about the person and their story behind the brand, right? How many times have you bought something online simply because you like the founder of the company? It's time to share your big persona. It's time to share your story. It's time to share your passion as the part of your brand. Virgo rising, this new moon is a foundational reset for you. And this can look like you setting up a new home office. This can look like you setting up a new body-based practice to take care of your nervous system. This can look like you examining ancestral cycles and patterns, any belief systems that you've inherited through your lineage that you know that it's your job to break in your lifetime and in your business. This is where you get to rewrite your story around your sense of safety, your sense of belonging, and what gets to be possible for you. Because your sense of success, it's not defined by the external circumstances, the money, other people praising your work, the likes, the engagement, the comments, the amount of money in your bank account. It is defined by how much you can hold within your nervous system. Libra rising, this new moon is happening in your 3rd house. This is a new beginning for your voice, for your self-expression, and your message. You get to set new standards when it comes to your world, your online presence, and your content. Know that your words are what unlocks wealth. It's not mapping out a new sales page. It's not spending a bunch of time in the Google Docs. It is your words. Your voice is the biggest asset of your business. So I want you to be in a continual relationship and refinement with your voice and how you share your message online. Does your content feel aligned with the version of you who you know you're destined to become? Does it match the bigness of that? And I want you to look at your social media profile, your online presence, zoom out and think about it from the perspective of someone who has never met you. If you would see your own profile as someone who has never met you, who knows nothing about the work you do, would it resonate? Would you click follow? Would you stick around? Would you click buy? If not, what needs to change? Scorpio rising, this is a new beginning when it comes to your money. This new moon sets the tone for your 2nd house. So you'll be looking at your relationship with money, your money mindset, and the income streams that you have. So I'm feeling that there is a new income stream that has been brewing in the background and you're ready to set it into motion. It's time to take it from research phase to action phase, because money loves momentum, money loves movement, and money hates stagnancy. It's time to set some new standards for how you earn, how you budget, how you spend, and how you circulate your money, how respectful you are with your money. It's time to feel cleaner than ever with your finances. And I also want you to be looking at your sense of self-worth and value, because if you do not think that your work is worthy of thousands of dollars or euros wherever you're at, it's pointless for you to be trying to charge high ticket for your package, right? There is no right or wrong, but you need to be rooted in knowing that your work is life altering. Your work changes lives, and it's time that your presence, your pricing, and your offers reflect that. Sagittarius rising, this is very exciting for you. New moon in the 1st house, meaning a whole identity upgrade. This is glow up season for you. You're ready to be seen in a whole new caliber. And this could mean having a new brand presence, having a new outfit, having new brand colors, fonts, logos, new website. It means showing up in a whole new caliber, whatever it means for you. Because in Scorpio season, you were being pruned in the background, behind the scenes. You did a lot of internal forgiving, a lot of internal completion, and it's time to step out of shedding season into your glow up season. So let the world see your next level me, and the money will follow. Capricorn risings, this new moon is like a deep renewal within the unconscious realm, within the unseen realm. So you'll be feeling like you want to hermit, you want to isolate, you need to spend some time with yourself to be doing that behind the scenes. It's good for you to understand that there's a season for everything. And the season for hustle is definitely not 12 months out of the year. The season for you right now is to notice the hidden beliefs and patterns coming up. Maybe there are people in your life that do not feel aligned with your vision anymore. It's time to cut some things out. It's time to let some connections go. It's time to shed the beliefs that you feel like are weighing you down really. And it's also time to release any narratives and storylines that you might have been repeating around scarcity and how much you get to earn and how seen you get to be. And to know that when your inner world shifts, the external will follow. You cannot patch up a shitty sense of self-belief with the shiny strategies, with the social media hacks. So in this season, I want you to get really close with your channel, connect to source, use music, creativity, sound, dance, ceremony with yourself to close out the old loops that don't feel aligned anymore. Whether that means friendships, old projects, or clients that you need to let go of. Aquarius risings, this new moon is happening in your 11th house, which means an exciting new beginning around your community, groups, and networks. Your community is your currency. If you've ever heard the saying that your network is your net worth, you're going to be seeing that so clearly in this season, in this moon cycle right here. You're going to get the urge to expand your community and your groups in some sort of way. Maybe that means starting a membership or recreating your website. Maybe that means going to an event where you get to connect with like-minded people. It's time to put into motion the vision that you would love to see in the world. Create something that hasn't been seen yet. Create something that you would love to witness in the world. Stop waiting for it to happen, but be the pioneer who creates it. Pisces rising, I love this for you. This new moon is happening in your 10th house. This is a breakthrough, an expansion around your career. There's something stirring up where you want to show up in a bigger way in the world. There is no denying that you want to be seen, you want to be known, you want to be famous, you want to be recognized for your creative essence, for your artistry, for your poetry, for your medicine. It's time to make the moves that reflect your Pisces rising essence. As a Pisces rising, I know you're a dreamer, you're a visionary. So it's time to make the moves that reflect the vision that you want. Notice where your standards are small compared to the vision that you want. When you start to set new standards and take actions that align with those standards, you'll start to see that big vision that once seemed so unreachable be closer and closer every single day. And you know, Sagittarius season is about optimism. It's about having faith. So as a Pisces rising, I know that you're someone who believes in big things. You're someone who believes in magic. You're someone who believes in miracles. It's time to restore that. It's time to start having faith that it can get a lot better than you could ever imagine. that's it for your money moves for the Sagittarius New Moon. If you are a mystic rebel, you know that wealth doesn't, if you are a mystic rebel, you know that wealth, fame, and recognition, you know that wealth, fame, and recognition does not come by playing by the rules. It comes from breaking them. Over here in this corner of the internet, we set new standards. We decide how money moves to us based on our blueprints, based on our visions, not by the paradigms that we already see in the world. So if you feel scared by the vision, by the magnitude of it, and you notice yourself stuck in the how, know that this Sagittarius New Moon is where we get to upgrade what we expect, what we allow, and what we get to receive. Let me know in the comments what your rising sign is and what moves you're making under this Sagittarius New Moon and in Sagittarius season. And if you'd love some deeper monthly strategic and astrologically informed guidance, you know where to go. The membership is open for you if you find that this work resonates. I'll see you in the next lunation.